Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn computer. So let us start our video with chapter number 1, Internet and Email. So what is Internet? Before starting what is Internet, I would like to share something to you, that is, never give our personal information to anyone online. Okay, don't use all the caps, always be honest. Okay, check your spelling and then send it. Always shop on a secure site. Don't be bully and be selective in the pictures that you post in the social networking sites. Keep your eyes on your own screen. Respect the laptop, computer or mobile devices. Keep food and drink away from the technology and keep your password protected. Okay, don't show it to anyone or don't share it with anyone. And please always remember your password. So let us start with the Internet. What is Internet? The word Internet is a combination of two words, interconnection and network. The Internet is a network of thousands of computers across the world. In short, the Internet is a network of a computer network. You can see in the figure, the world is internally connected with network. Okay, it looks like a spider web. This Internet is not owned by anybody, but there are various organizations that manage different part of the network. Which are the organization? That is, we use different kinds of SIM cards which provides a Internet. That is Idea, Airtel, Jio, BSNL, etc. Now we will understand the uses of the Internet. With the help of Internet, we can send email. Email, the full form of email is electronic mail. Email is used to send mails through the Internet. Using emails, you can exchange text message, pictures, sounds, etc. with other Internet users across the world in a few seconds. That means you can share text message, pictures and sound within a few seconds. You only need to have an email account. See, you can see in the figure there are many email accounts. You can select any one and you have to make your account and you can send your email, which is free of cost by most of the servers. Next is newsgroup. Before starting newsgroup, we will understand how the email is sent. Okay, you can see in the figure our computer is there. With the help of computer, we will send a email message. Okay, this message will transfer from remote mail server. Okay, it will check your address, okay, and send it with the help of Internet to the other mail server, and thus they can send the message from one place to another. So next is newsgroup. Newsgroups are used to exchange our views, ideas, news and other information, just like our WhatsApp group. An Internet user can directly participate in the discussion on different topics. Next is online chatting and conferencing. Internet users across the world can communicate live with one another as you had done in your WhatsApp group. You can have online chatting in a group and in personal, and you can have a conferencing with your friends. Internet users across the world can communicate live with one another at any place, anytime, anywhere. There are special softwares to have audio video conferencing on the internet. You are using WhatsApp, IMO, Viber, Skype. There are different types of application with which you can have online chatting and conferencing. Next is other uses of the internet. The first one is buying and selling of product through advertisement on internet. Nowadays we used to have online shopping through our WhatsApp group, right? So we have to advertise our product and we can buy or sell our product. Next is managing bank account. With the help of net banking and other banking application, we can manage our bank accounts. We can even pay bills, we can recharge it. Okay. Next is studying a subject of one choice and obtaining a degree. Nowadays, because of this virus, we are having a distance learning, that is e-learning. Okay, we can learn through the internet. Next is reading newspaper, magazine, etc. If we are not having newspaper on our hand, we can use internet for reading newspaper and magazine. Even we can browse newspaper 10 years, 5 years or 2 days back newspaper. Next is watching movies, playing games and listening to music. With the help of internet, we can watch movies or we can download movies, play games and listening to music. We can download it also. Next is ordering books. We can have online books, okay, or we can order book online with the help of Amazon and different apps. Next is sending greeting cards. We can send greeting cards with the help of internet. Nowadays we used to send greeting cards with the help of different website which makes greeting cards for our friends and family. We can have a customized, that is name. We can add a name to our greeting cards. Next we are going to understand what is internet terminology. Before starting internet terminology, we will discuss about what is network. It is a group of computers which are connected to each other for communicating and sharing resources. Network is just like a web, you can see in the figure. Okay, it is connected from one place to another. There are two types of network. First one is local area network and next is wide area network. First we will discuss about local area network. Local area network, that means LAN. It connects computer within one building. We can have internet access within a one building, that is Wi-Fi. Okay. Computers in LAN are usually connected with cables. Cable connection, also we can use Wi-Fi because it connects internet through a particular distance. Next one is wide area network. It connects computer over long distances, that is we are having internet in our SIM card, so that whenever and wherever we used to go, we can have a connection with the internet. Computers in WAN, that means wide area network, are usually connected by telephone lines or broadband. The internet is a WAN. You can see in the figure LAN and WAN. Okay, the WAN is connected to the different countries with the help of network tower. Okay, and LAN is a connected internet through a particular building. Next is World Wide Web, WWW. It is a collection of all the websites on the internet. With the help of www, we can search any website. It is like a library, right? Next one is search engine. Whatever we need to search, any information or any meaning, we will have a search engine. Through it we can search our data with the help of a keyword. It is a site on the internet with the help of which a user can search for another website. A user can search the web on the basis of keywords he gives. Google is the most popular search engine. You can see in the figure there are many search engines, but Google is most popular among different search engines. Okay, now we will learn the full form of Google. Global Organization of Oriented Group Language of Earth. This is the full form of Google. Global Organization of Oriented Group Language of Earth. You can have an advantage of Google, that is it supports multiple language. We can search through any languages. Okay, next is founder of Google. Who is the founder of Google? Larry Page. He is the founder of Google. And now Sundar Pichai is the CEO of Google. I hope you know who is Sundar Pichai. Now we will learn about how to get connected to the internet. All the modern computers and laptops are capable of connecting to the internet. To get connected to the internet, you need a computer running Windows operating system. Okay, we need a computer or a laptop which runs on Windows. Then we need a ISP, an account with an ISP, that is Internet Service Provider. Your ISP is the link between your computer and the internet. Okay, it is a bridge between computer and internet. Now there are three ways to get connected to the internet. First one is modem. You can connect to the internet using a modem. A modem is an electronic device that connects your computer or a PC. PC, the full form of PC is personal computer. Okay, to the telephone line to enable you to use the internet with the help of this device, which you can see in your figure. Okay, this is used to connect to the internet. It is connected with the help of telephone line. This is known as dial-up connection. So this modem is known as dial-up connection. Though it is cheap, it is very slow. And there is another disadvantage, that is if a phone call rings on your telephone line, then the network gets disconnected and it is very hard to get connected to the internet because it is very slow. Next is broadband. I think you all are aware of this broadband connection. The most popular way is to have your telephone line, that is landline, converted to broadband so that you can use the telephone for calls and for internet at the same time. This is the advantage, which was the disadvantage of modem. Now broadband became the advantage of this telephone or landline phone. Because of broadband we will have a very good internet connection speed. Also, if a call rings in a telephone or a landline phone, then our internet is not disconnected, but we can use internet along with the call at the same time. Next is mobile internet. You all are aware of this mobile internet. If you don't have any landline phone, or if you want to use the internet when you are out, because landline phone is connected in a socket, okay, it has a wire, so you can't take that modem and broadband connection from one place to another. But mobile is a wireless device, so if you want to use internet in this wireless device, we can have mobile internet from any mobile network provider, that is your SIM card. Okay, you can use different SIM cards for having internet connection. So whenever you are out and you want to use mobile internet from any mobile network provider, this can be used anywhere, but when there is a mobile signal, then only you can use in a very good speed, but it can be slower and more expensive than broadband through a landline telephone. Okay, why it is slower? Because sometimes and in some place there is network issue, so because of that we are unable to access internet, so it can be slow sometimes, and it is more expensive because we need to recharge it with different types of packages. Okay, and because of that broadband and modem is cheaper because it has a good package with a lesser amount. Now we can get connected to the internet using a direct or a dedicated connection, that is Wi-Fi. You do not need an individual modem for your computer, and you need not dial to connect to the internet. If you are having a internet on your mobile device and you want to use it to the another mobile device or to your laptop or a computer, you can give Wi-Fi hotspot, and from the another device you can on your Wi-Fi and you can access your internet. There is no need to have another internet packages. The computer is always connected to the internet. Because of this, our computer gets connected to the internet. This method is expensive, and so only large organizations use it. This method is expensive. Why? Because it takes large amount of internet. It uses large amount of internet, so it is very expensive. So only large organizations give these facilities to their employees. Now we will learn about the measurement of internet. The speed of modem or internet is measured in bits. BPS, the full form of BPS is bits per second, or kilobytes per second, KBPS. Okay, now we will learn what is bit, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte and terabyte. Okay, now bit is either 0 or 1, that means yes or no, 0 or 1. You can get a lower 0 or 1 bit data. Next is byte is 8 bit. Okay, now let me give you one example to understand what is bit and what is byte. Okay, so one day my friend was having a Cadbury. Okay, so I asked her to give a piece of Cadbury. Okay, she gave me a piece of Cadbury, that means a 1 square piece of Cadbury she had given to me, but she can say no to share it with me. So that is 0 or 1, yes or no. Okay, now next is byte. If I ask my friend to give me the whole Cadbury, that means in a Cadbury there are total 8 pieces. right? So byte means a full Cadbury. Okay, bit means either 0 or 1, byte means 8 pieces, that means 8 bit. Okay, now kilobyte. Kilo, you know what is kilo. Okay, in 1 kilo there are 1000 grams. Likewise, in kilobyte there are 1024 bytes. Okay, after that we will understand what is megabyte. But before that, I would like to share that kilobyte is used for downloading pictures, images, right? Next is megabyte. With the help of megabyte, we can download videos, right? So megabyte is just like a kilobytes, that is 1024 kilobytes. After that, we will learn what is gigabyte. Gigabyte is GB, right? GB, you are having 1.5 GB internet, okay, or 1 GB internet, that is you get 1024 megabytes, MB. Okay, next is after GB you are having terabyte. Terabyte, that means 1024 gigabytes. Okay, next is getting connected to www. As we know, www is like a library. Okay, so World Wide Web or www is a collection of all the websites on the internet. All these websites are linked to one another to form a global web, that means World Wide Web of information. Now the first one is web browser. We all use this web browser, right? There are different types of web browser, and this web browser is a program for getting connected to www and viewing any information on it. Microsoft Internet Explorer is a web browser. See, you can see in the figure E. Okay, the icon of Microsoft Internet Explorer is E, but there are different web browsers, okay, that we can use. Next is web server. What is a web server? A program or a computer that stores all the website. Okay, just like www, it is a small library. Okay, web server, it's link between a user and a different websites. Okay, next is website. Okay, a website is a collection of web pages interlinked to one another. It is like a book, okay, which has multiple pages, more than 2 pages. It is known as book, right? Likewise, website is just like a book which has many pages. Next is web page. Web page means a single page of information. Single page, okay? A single page is known as web pages. Okay, this information can be text, okay, a single page, images, only a single image, sound, video clip on the website. Okay, website means a full book, right? And web page is a single page. Next we will learn about home page. What is home page? See, you can see in the figure home page. See, you can see the icon. It is just like a home, right? Home page is the first page of the website. Whichever the web browser you open, you have the first page. Okay, the first page of the web browser is known as home page. Understood? Okay. Next is hyperlink. Hyperlink is a web address on the web page. It is a shortcut to another web pages. It could be an image or a text. Okay, whenever you search, okay, from any web browser, you will have a list, like you can see in the figure, blue color underlined thing you can see, okay, in which you can click and you can visit that website or web pages. Okay, this is known as hyperlink. Okay, See, you can see in the figure, click here is given, and you can see the hand pointer, right? The hand pointer denotes that this is an hyperlink with which we can connect to the another website or web page. Okay, next is URL. See, you can see in the figure, URL means the address of the website on the internet, universal resource located. This is the full form of URL, universal resource located. Okay, and this is the address of the website on the internet. Okay, next is HTML, hypertext markup language. You can see in the figure some code is written over here, and in chapter 2 we will discuss about what is HTML. But this HTML is used for creating web pages. It is a standard coding language used for creating web pages. It is a set of markup codes or symbols that is, you can see in the angular bracket, right? That is known as tag. Okay, that is a markup codes or a symbol that tells the browser how to display a web page. Okay, you can design your own web page with the help of HTML. Each markup code is known as element or a tag. That means everything which you see in angular brackets are known as tag or an element. Okay, next is, now we will elaborate what is URL, universal resource located. URL is an address of the website on the internet, as we all know. Okay, but now we will have an example of http://www.google.com. So this HTTP is known as protocol, that means hypertext transfer. Okay, hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, this is the full form of HTTP. Okay, now one thing I would like to share it with you is that HTTPS is known as a secure site. It means that the hacker cannot attack this website. Okay, this www is a web. Okay, Google is a name. Okay, instead of Google there can be Facebook, Instagram, any name. Okay, this is known as domain name, that is a website. Okay, .com is a type. Okay, is a type of a site. Okay, now we will learn different types of domain name. There are different types of domain, that is, you can see in the figure, .org, that means organization, .gov, that is government site, .net, that means large network, .job, that means for job sites, okay, for employment, .edu, that means educational site, .info, that means information. Next, .com is a commercial organization. Okay, in this lesson we will discuss about these types of domain name, that is .com, that we had already know, that is commercial organization, .gov, that is government organization, .org, that is non-profit making organization. Then next is edu, educational institution, .net, that means large network. Okay, now next we are going to learn about geographical region domain names. Okay, that means .in means Indian site. Okay, .au means Australian site, .us United States. Next, UK is United Kingdom sites. Then .cn is for China. Then .jp is for Japan, .pk is for Pakistan, and .ca is for Canada. Okay, with the help of this dot you can watch that which area you are having a website. Okay, so here we would like to end our session.